How did you find it, and why did you love it so much?
Yeah, well, I will preface and say breathwork, I did experience it probably about 20 to 25 years ago. And I remember having a profound experience on a lady's table, but I didn't really know what it was. She laid me down. We did some breathing, and before you know it, I was sobbing with a
Yeah,
teddy
that's
bear.
most of
Like
us in the
I'm
first.
like, what is going on? Like, so, I mean, I'm talking so much just grief and emotion. And then I kind of moved on to other modalities. Like I said, I've tried many things, and then had another experience about 10 years ago with rebirthing. And again, really profound. Went
Yeah,
on
same.
to do my own thing. Yeah. Yeah. And then 3 years ago, I was invited to a men's group, a gay men's group. It was five men were there. I kind of went reluctantly. I'm like, I don't do a lot of gay things.
Hmm.
And also, I'm like, what is this breathwork circle?
Hmm.
But I have to say, and even though the teacher didn't say much, he just kind of showed us the breath. We laid down. It was seriously the most healing and profound experience of my entire life. I will say that. And I mean, I was sweating, I was soaked, and then
Hmm.
I'm freezing and shivering
Yeah.
and sobbing and making strange noises. And all of my chakras, all of my energy points began to pop open and throb and
Hmm.
pulsate. And I, had never felt my chakras before that moment, actually. So it was really just, and I just knew there was some deep, deep healing going on that I couldn't understand. But I do remember my sacral,
Hmm.
around my hips and my genitals, that the whole pulsating and opening, and I knew that shame and all the stuff I was
Hmm.
carrying,
The sexual
just
repression.
yes, all of that was just, I just knew it was just healing and releasing. So I was hooked from that moment forward.
Hmm. Yeah, I guess that's one of the most powerful things about breath work for me too, is just that feeling of releasing,
Yeah.
of letting out. Because I felt
Yes.
I had the same experience. I was in Thailand and I did a rebirthing session, and it's exactly what you described. And that I just felt this letting go of, especially for me, it was very much my throat,
Yes.
just crying out loud and shouting because it was something that I didn't
Yes.
do before, and I needed it to do to release it. So I guess, and I see that with friends and clients that they release a lot somehow, either through
Mhm.
crying or shouting or sounding or moving their bodies. I feel like breath work has this power to release the emotions and really get us in touch with the spirit, with the higher self or the guides, right?
Yes, and breath is spiritum in Latin, which means spirit.
Hmm.
So how amazing that just breathing, this thing that's free from
Yeah.
for all of us, it connects us to spirit like nothing else.
Yes,
It's
it's
amazing.
amazing. So for anybody who is new, completely new to this, and they have no idea what we're talking about, how, and I know it's difficult to describe the experience because it's very unique, very individual, and also, I guess, the energy of the day and the mood also influences. But how would you describe the session that you do, or and just briefly, like what is it and like what happens in our bodies and emotionally?
Yeah, well, I always like to talk about the benefits of breath work, and there's many. And physically, we're detoxing our body. We're bringing in a lot of oxygen, flushing out toxins, really, really accessing and feeding our digestion and our brain health.
Mm-hmm.
We are boosting immunity and also releasing physical pain and tension in the body. So there's a lot of physical things that will happen. We also release oxytocin, which is a feel good hormone,
Mm-hmm.
endorphins, which is like really feel good as well. And then also DMT, which a lot of people are learning more and more about, dimethyltryptamine, and that helps us to kind of leave our physical body to get more connected with spirit. And then emotionally, and that's always the most exciting, is it's like we uncork very quickly, uncork emotions.
Yeah.
And firsthand from sharing breath work with people that unexpected stuff comes up. Like suddenly we're filled with rage or so much anger. at ourselves, at God, or at a family member, or emotion and sadness and a lot of grief.
Mm-hmm.
And it's totally unexpected. And that's the beauty of it, is if we just trust and use the breath, the emotion will show up. We get to feel it, so we could heal it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then also aligning the chakras and really opening and balancing those 7 main energy points. Nothing to me works as quickly and powerfully as a deep breathing practice.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like there's a lot of benefits. I say we permanently shift, and I absolutely stand by that. Each time we breathe, we permanently shift. We permanently rewire our brain, all the
Mm-hmm.
little pathways, our emotions, all the resistance and traumas, literally permanently shifting through. So there's